Welcome to Things You Should Know, Civil War Battles. Well, today, guys, we're going to be talking about our next battle in the series, Cheat Mountain, West Virginia, happened in Pocahontas County, September 12th to the 15th, 1861. After the Union victory at Rich Mountain, Union forces divided their troops between two locations. Each location was a defense of a vital turnpike. The southern defensive spot was at the Gauley Bridge, near where the last two battles had occurred. About 75 miles to the north, the second defensive camp was on the east summit of Cheat Mountain. About 10,000 Union troops were stationed there, including 3,000 men on Cheat Mountain itself, commanded by General Joseph R. Reynolds. At the same time, the Confederate generals Loring and Lee coordinated their first assault. Their target was Cheat Mountain, and they had just about 11,000 troops to do it. The plan was that Lee and Loring would move the largest portion of their forces through the Tygart Valley, aiming to engage the Union troops at Elkwater. The second, smaller force, led by Brigadier Samuel R. Anderson, was going to assault the Union position on the western slope of Cheat Mountain itself. General Anderson had Colonel Albert Rust start the show by moving up the east side of Cheat Mountain and commencing the assault. The weather was incredibly bad, and the march was exhaustive, and even with both of these difficulties, Rust's men arrived without detection on the turnpike on the morning of September 12th. However, all this work was for naught. Rust had blindly run into Union wagon train a little bit later in the afternoon, about a half mile from the fort. There he met U.S. Colonel Nathan Kimball, commanding the 14th Indiana Volunteer Infantry. Rust, who was fearing he had been discovered and trapped, retreated back to his camp without ever fully engaging Nathan Kimball's forces. After hearing about this, General Lee called off his attack after 3 days of skirmishing with the main force. Shortly thereafter, Lee moved his men back to Valley Mountain, and he himself returned to Richmond, unable to claim his first success. As a result of the battle, General Floyd, yes, that same general from the earlier battles, was transferred to Fort Donelson, Tennessee. This was the first battle that the Union casualties were smaller than the Confederate troops, with an estimated loss of 71 Union troops and 100 Confederate soldiers. Join us next week for the next Civil War battle, Greenbrier River, West Virginia, also in Pocahontas County, on October 3rd, 1861.